Introducing the EFQM Excellence Model. Over recent years, we have seen the pace and scale of change accelerating. We've gone from mobile phones the size of a house brick to phones that have more computing power than NASA used to put a man on the moon. We've gone from traveling with a bag full of cassettes and a Walkman to being able to squeeze half of our CD collection onto something the size of a stamp. In 2008, a market crash started in a very specific sector of the American banking industry and spread with a speed and reach we have never seen previously. Now more than ever, organizations need to effectively understand and manage drivers, people and processes beyond their organizational boundaries. The model comprises of three components: the fundamental concepts, the 9 criteria and the radar logic. The EFQM Excellence Model provides a holistic assessment tool that can be applied to any organization. It can help you to understand how effectively you understand the needs and expectations of your key stakeholders, how robust your strategic planning processes are, how effectively and efficiently you implement your strategy, the key strengths that will help you achieve your objectives, and the priority improvement actions that will help you perform better. The Excellence Model is regularly reviewed to ensure it continues to reflect the challenges, thinking and practice organizations face. The EFQM Excellence Model 2010 was developed with input from over 200 experts from our members, assessors, academia, partners and other subject matter experts. There are 8 fundamental concepts. These are the basic values and principles that form the foundations for the EFQM Excellence Model. The model defines the behaviors, actions and outcomes we would expect to see in an excellent organization. However, as it's a non-prescriptive framework, it does not say how these should be achieved. The same results can be achieved through many different actions. The radar is a simple but powerful management tool that helps to drive continuous improvement. At its highest level, the radar states the organization needs to define the results they need to achieve their strategic objectives, develop the approaches that will deliver these results, systematically deploy these approaches, and assess and refine the impact of these approaches based on analysis and learning. The 9 criteria are probably the most recognizable part of the EFQM Excellence Model. Basically, it works as a cause and effect relationship between the enablers on the left-hand side and the results on the right-hand side. If you want to change the result you get, you need to change something within the enablers. To achieve sustainable excellence, there must be clear alignment between the different parts of the organization. This is represented by the lines between the boxes, as none of the criteria can be viewed in isolation. Regardless of size or sector, the leaders must clearly define and communicate their vision. They must develop strategies that turn this vision into concrete actions and objectives. They must focus their people, partners and processes and other resources on delivering products and services that create value for their customers. And they must achieve a balanced set of results aligned to the needs and expectations of their key stakeholder groups: the people, the customers, society, and their shareholders. That is the logic behind the EFQM Excellence Model. As you can see, it's not rocket science. But to give you a more practical example, if we have an objective to increase our profitability, there are a number of different ways we can achieve this. Basically, we either need to increase our total income without increasing our expenses, or we need to reduce our expenses without reducing our overall income. We could look at a program of improving process efficiency to help us deliver this. We could look at reducing our total manpower costs by reviewing contracts with third parties or our pay and benefits policies. We could look at developing new products and services which have additional value add to the customer, therefore generate a higher profit margin. Or we could decide to outsource non-key processes, either reducing overall headcount or reallocating these people to value-adding processes. We could choose to adopt a combination of these, but to be successful, they must be aligned and coordinated as part of an overall strategy. Regardless of the strategy adopted, the processes for defining budgets and managing finances throughout the organization will need to be robust. There are also a number of KPIs that we would need to use to monitor our progress towards this. Percentage profit is an outcome. We need to have other measures that are leading indicators, ones that help us understand what the outcome will be and, if necessary, take appropriate actions to influence this outcome.